Hi guys, welcome to Music Mac channel. This is T.Selvakumar. Editing your YouTube videos. This is the topic for discussion today. The computer could be either a Mac or a PC. Really doesn't matter. If you look at the configuration, you need a i7 processor for sure. It should be a i7 with 16 to 32 GB of RAM and a good graphics card on the computer with 4 GB or 8 GB of RAM. So the same configuration will work both in Mac and also on a PC. We are looking at Final Cut Pro for editing. Final Cut Pro will work only on a Mac. But if you want a cross-platform software that will work on both platforms, then you can go in for the Davinci Resolve by Blackmagic Design. There are two versions of Blackmagic Design software. One is 30,000, one is for free. The free version itself can do 4K editing. So that's pretty much what you would need for your editing setup. Davinci Resolve is a beast of a software. It can do a lot of things. It can do editing, it can do visual effects, it can do color grading, and also Fairlight audio. All this functionality is incorporated in that one software. This software has a deep learning curve. I will go through some of the basic interface elements in this first video. This is going to be in parts, so I will be delving deep into the subject in subsequent videos. If you are looking at professional training in Davinci Resolve, you can do a Blackmagic Design certified training with us at Audio Media. Without further ado, I'm going to step into the software where you can see the interface, you can see how powerful it is for all your editing needs. Today, we are going to be looking at a brief overview of the Davinci Resolve 15 interface. To boot the software, there are 2-3 ways. One is you could go to the application folder. You can search for the Davinci Resolve icon and you can double click on it. This is one way to open Davinci Resolve. The other way would be to go into the Launchpad and select Davinci Resolve from here. The third and the most easy way is going to be to clicking the Davinci Resolve icon on the dock. Once you do it, the software will boot. When you boot Resolve, this is the screen you come up to, and you have all these projects here. So if you want to start fresh, you can go into an untitled project, or the project we are going to look at is Mata Parashakti. This is a video, music video I had done for Srimati Sudha Raghunathan. We shot it entirely with our Audio Media team, and so now this is the first tab in Davinci Resolve. This is the Media tab. So in the Media tab, you have a browser which shows all the hard drives that are connected to the computer. So if you see here, these are all the still images of the project, and I can display all those images by clicking on the thumbnails. Then for this project, we had Rajesh Vaidya playing separately. So we shot him on a green mat studio at Audio Media, and then we superimposed it with some visuals we shot at the GRT Temple Bay. So if you look at the visuals, these are the visuals that Sir Rajesh played in the studio. So this is the place where we can bring what all you need for the project. You browse through the various elements that you already shot. You organize them as folders in this media page. Next, from the media page, we move on to the edit page. The edit page is where we have the timeline. So basically, the edit page also has a browser where we can look at all the media that is there. If we double click the media, it gets open on the viewer. From the viewer, you can edit it into the timeline. So let me play the beginning. the playback is not very smooth. That is because there's an elaborate color grading that is going on in the background. So if I move on to the color page, you can see all these nodes. These nodes are used to do a color grading of this entire scene. At the beginning of this clip, you had this titling. This title is a 3D text generated from Fusion. So if I go to the Fusion interface now, you can see this text was created here. Whatever you do in whatever page in Resolve, it all gets reflected in other pages too. So now that text which was done in Fusion has come into the edit page. And the color grading for this scene is done in the color page. I'm in the color page and this is all the corrections that's done to this clip. If I'm going to select all the nodes and I'm going to say reset nodes and grades, you see this is how it was originally shot, but after color grading, this is how it looks. Once this is all done, you go to the Fairlight page, which is the audio page. The audio page has got a full-fledged mixer and audio tracks are played here. Once it's all done here, then you finally go into the deliver page. The deliver page actually gives you the full overview of the project, and this is where we can export this project to whatever file format you want. So you can say you want to export this as a single clip of video in QuickTime H.264. You want the resolution to be full HD or 4K or 720p, whatever. You set up those resolution qualities here, and then you just click on add to render queue. That goes in here to the job section, and here if I start rendering, the whole thing will be rendered and it will be made into a video. So basically you start at the media page here, where you bring in all the elements that you require for the full edit. Go to the edit page, select portions of the clip and edit it to the timeline, and then you take it to the color grading page where you do all the color gradings. If you need to do any audio tweaking, you do it in this page. Then for final delivery, you go into the delivery page where you can deliver the project into a variety of file formats. So in all, Davinci Resolve is a very, very powerful software where you can do every aspect of editing. We will be going into every page more in details in subsequent videos. Thank you guys. Hope you found this video to be interesting. There are more videos to come, so subscribe our channel. If you press the bell icon, you will get notification as and when we put new videos. Thank you guys. This is Selvakumar signing out for Museek Mag.